Welcome to live broadcast from Continental Event Center, Kaduna. We are here to witness the formal launch of the e-birth registration exercise in the state, which is an initiative aimed at improving registration and birth, and ensuring that every child in the state have access to birth certificates. This event is being held.
Honorable Grand Kadi, the Director General of the National Population Commission, Dr. Osifo Telson Ojogu, members of the State Executive Council here present, especially the Chief of Staff, as well as the Special Advisor to His Excellency on Girl Child Education and Child Development, permanent secretaries here present, the Director CRBS Department from the National Population Commission, Yusuf Saka, NPC Kasna Usman Said Waziri, our able State Director Noah, heads of government agencies, parastatals, as well as extra ministerial departments here present, representative of His Royal Highness the Omar Katsina, the Kauran Katsina, as well as the representative of His Royal Highness the Emma of Daura, the Sarikins after Daura, local government chairman of the 34 local government areas of Katsina State, the Algon National Focal Person for the birth registration, district heads from the two emirates, the Katsina Emirate and Daura Emirate, representative of the Child Protection Chief UNICEF Country Office, Mona Aika, the Child Protection Chief, as well as the Chief of Field Office UNICEF Kano, Rahama Rahud Muhammad, as well as heads of security agencies that are here, ward local registration officers, community development officers, of course for the host of others. For want of time, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We're indeed grateful to God Almighty that this morning we are yet another planting a milestone in the histories of this administration, where His Excellency the Executive Governor is going to champion a very unique model, talking about the e-birth registration exercise in Katsina State. Your Excellency, we are pleased here to have you. Few remarks will make the day, but the climax of this our engagement will be the formal launching of the e-birth registration exercise in Katsina State by His Excellency the Executive Governor of Katsina State, Maladu Komara, the PhD COM. Before the first item on the agenda, which is going to be an input by the Special Advisor to His Excellency on Girl Child Education and Child Development, I'd like to, in a special way, invite the Honorable Grand Kadi for the opening prayer. Honorable Grand Kadi, sir.
بسم الله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم يا سميع الدعوات ويا قاضي الحاجات، نسألك زيادة في الدين وبركة في العمر وصحة في الجسد وسعة في الرزق برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين. May Allah the Almighty commit our leaders in His care, mercy and protection to discharge their duties and responsibilities with honesty, justice and integrity. May Allah the Almighty make our country clean and free from crimes, drugs, banditry, terrorism, and all kinds of hanky-panky activities. May Allah bring to our country a lasting peace, unity, economic prosperity.
صراطك المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم
غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you, sir. Now, before the next item, I want to put the upcoming speakers on notice that I have a well-established protocol. So whether you sit or you stand on it's not going to break. So for want of time, we expect speakers to please skip the protocol. His Excellency, the Governor has permitted us to do so for want of time. It is now time for the formal welcome address to the formal launch of the IBAS registration exercise in Katsina State. So it is my honor to invite to the podium the Honorable Special Advisor, Department of Child Education and Child Development, Ajia Jamila Abdumashi, to please proceed with the welcome address.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Katsina State, Madam Dr. PhD. Your Excellency, I would like to stand on the already established protocol. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. It is with great honor and gratitude that I stand before you.
This historic occasion, the formal launch of the world-level digital birth registration exercise in Katsina State. Your Excellency, permit me to begin by sincerely appreciating your uncommon leadership and visionary commitment to the well-being of our children. Today's event is a reflection of your deep understanding of governance that truly serve the people, particularly the most vulnerable. This is
Is another testimony to your much passion for sustainable development and your belief in building a future where every child counts. For a sitting governor to personally champion and take ownership of birth registration at community level and even organize a groundbreaking launch to give it a visibility and credibility speaks volumes of your foresight and compassion. Your Excellency, we are not surprised by this. Leadership runs in your blood. You are proud descendant of Katsina royal family, the grandson of well-regarded Emir of Katsina, His Royal Highness Muhammad Duko, whose reign was marked by wisdom, justice, and relentless pursuit of the welfare of his people. The qualities of integrity, humility, and service that Your Excellency displays today are indeed the noble inheritance of that royal lineage. You have not only upheld those values, but have amplified them through your leadership style, which combines tradition, empathy, and modernity in an exceptional way. Under your leadership, Katsina State continues to record unprecedented progress in education, healthcare, and child protection. The Department of Girl Child Education and Child Development is proud to be part of your vision for a state where every girl and boy is protected, educated, and given an identity from birth. Today's event marks a turning point through the digital birth registration exercise. Every child in our communities will now have a legal identity, access to social services, and protection under the law. This aligns perfectly with both national priorities and global communities under the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, which seek to provide legal identity for all, including birth registration by 2030. Your Excellency, on behalf of the Department, our partners at UNICEF, National Population Commission, the Algon, National Orientation Agency, and all stakeholders present here, I once again express our deepest appreciation for your commitment to the welfare of children in Katsina State. We assure you of our continued dedication to ensuring the full success of this initiative across all wards and LGAs in the state. Thank you, Your Excellency, for your leadership and for setting a ground for the entire nation to emulate. God bless Katsina State. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Ajia Jamila Abdumani, Special Advisor on Girls' Child Education, Child Development, for the welcome address. Now, moving on, there is provision for good messages, but I want to, in a special way, start with the Director General of the National Population Commission. So join me to invite to the podium Dr. Sifo Telson Ojogun, the Director General, for the good message. Did you, sir? Let's appreciate him, please.
Projected. But even if it's not together, I can also take it off from this. His Excellency, sir, let me stand on the existing protocol to deliver this good message. I am Dr. Telson Osifo Ojogun, the DG National Population Commission. I just mentioned to His Excellency that this is like another homecoming. I was here 19 years ago on official duty as the logistics officer for the 2006 population and housing census in this state. I remember going around the 34 LGAs, delivering materials and making sure that no one was left behind. Yes. So here I am also today representing the Chairman National Population Commission to deliver a good message on a great day like this. And well, I will read the message as it is, that it is my profound appreciation and institutional pride that I have to deliver to you today a goodwill message at the formal launch of e-birth registration system in Katsina. Well, if you look at the table there, something is happening. I have both the paper and online here we have the electronic copy. It signifies the transition from one stage to the other. But let's also make some progress. Here I say it is a transformative milestone in Nigerian civil registration and vital statistics modernization agenda, which is in sync with the Renew Hope agenda of the present administration. Generally, birth registration constitutes the fundamental legal recognition of a child's existence and identity. Without it, a child is nowhere. It is a gateway to assessing fundamental rights and entitlement, including education, healthcare, and social protection. The absence of registration renders a child invisible in the eyes of the law and vulnerable to systemic exclusion. For long, Nigerian civil registration processes have relied on traditional paper-based system, which has been plagued by significant changes. These include inefficiencies in data collection and storage, which we also know that a paper can be torn easily, leading to errors, duplication, loss of records due to physical damage or mismanagement. Next page. Manual processes often result in delays, limited accessibility in remote areas, and difficulties in verifying authenticity, which undermines the reliability of vital statistics often needed for planning and policy making. Moreover, the lack of seamless integration of that national database has rendered interoperability, making it a challenge to link birth records with identity management systems, social services, and even electoral processes. You can agree with me that putting papers together is not an easy thing. Assuming we want to link up with NIMSI, It is just to say, if both of them are electronically motivated, just to say concatenate or merge. But if it is paper, you copy, you photocopy, you do a lot of things that takes a lot of time. He said these shortcomings are perpetuated under registration, particularly in underserved communities, and expose the system to risk like fraud, inconsistencies that compromise data integrity. When you store data in several places, you know that it cannot be easily compromised. The deployment of e-registration platform by the National Population Commission in Katsina State signifies a strategic advancement in our digital transformation effort, directly addressing these challenges. This system leverages cutting-edge technology to facilitate real-time, accurate, secure data capture, ensuring data integrity through encryption, automated validation, and tamper-proof digital records. By moving away from paper-based methods, we enhance interoperability with national identity frameworks such as those of NIMSI, let's go ahead, the banks, and even the ministries, allowing for streamlined service delivery, and better informed governance. Here we say the National Population Commission remains steadfast in its commitment to uphold the highest standard of data integrity and interoperability, fostering a robust ecosystem where information flows securely and efficiently across sectors. The onboarding and capacity building of 361 world-level registrars exemplify our dedication to decentralization and last-mile coverage, ensuring inclusivity irrespective of geographic constraints. Acknowledging the challenges is equally important. Here, I will also say it again and again. We are going into a digital system. It has its own kind of challenges. Those challenges we should be ready to face headlong. When two things come together, you choose the best for you, and which is e-registration. He said high capital cost for IT infrastructure, unreliable network connectivity, server downtime, inconsistent power supply, and the need for continuous user training. These are barriers to sustainability. Yet, with sustained stakeholder collaboration, government development partners, private sector, communities, the Commission can overcome this. Strategic investment in reliable energy backups, public-private partnership for connectivity, modular training programs, and phased infrastructure scaling will drive long-term viability of this project. Okay, so, well, here, like I said, I should summarize quick. We extend our sincere appreciation, actually, to Katsina State Government for its steadfast collaboration and policy alignment with present administration, National Population and National Population Commission. We acknowledge the critical support of ALGON and the National Identity Commission, NIMSI, and our esteemed development partner, UNICEF. I think on that note, I want to thank everyone who has actually listened to me. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, PG. I think much beyond a good message, but to me a keynote looking at the content of this presentation. Now, quickly, we'll be taking the next one, this time around from the Algon. So it is my honor to invite the President Algon, our own Engineer Bello Ndaki, the Executive Chairman of Kaita Local Government, for the good message of behalf of Algon.
Your Excellency, please permit me to stand on the protocol so eloquently established by the MC. Your Excellency, I would like to, at this point, make it clear that this very important initiative is one of the key collaborations that Algon engaged with development partners at the national level. We thought it wise because it falls squarely under the mandate of the local government to register births and provide legal identity for our children. And because of the central role that the Constitution bestows on the local government to do this very important exercise, we deem it wise to collaborate with partners, both development partners and key federal government agencies, to drive this very important exercise. And so on our assumption of office, Your Excellency, we reached out to UNICEF, NPC, NIMC, and started engagement on how to go about this. So today marks the actually one of the important milestones that we have achieved. And we also try to make sure that we drive this program in such a way that it will get the buy-in and commitment of critical stakeholders. And so our meeting today here, sir, is not just a mere coincidence, but it's one of the testament to the fact that Your Excellency is one of the most progressive governors in this country, who is very passionate about whatever concerns the development and welfare of our people. And so that's why we continue to make it clear at any forum we find ourselves, key into any initiative that will advance good governance and that will help in the development of our people. And so it's not a surprise today, this grand reception, Your Excellency, and most importantly, your presence here in person to launch this very important exercise, I believe, is a testament to what we already know, those of us who are privileged to work closely with you, and this is a testament to your people-centered administration, which always put the human element at the center of all your programs and policies. We are truly dedicated and want to use this opportunity to sincerely appreciate His Excellency, the other government agencies who have also collaborated with us, the ALGO, UNICEF, and others, in making sure today is a reality. We want to assure Your Excellency we will continue to bring this kind of important programs that we are very sure will advance the cause of good governance and will support the welfare of our people. I want to thank NPC, particularly the DG that is here. We've had numerous engagement sessions with him, the NIMC, the UNICEF. I want to specially recognize Ms. Mona, who is here representing the Chief Child Protection Officer of UNICEF, for also all the support that they've given to ALGO. Your Excellency, we cannot thank you enough because I will not be here standing without your firm support and advice for us to be able to push through with this very important national exercise. I want to continue to represent this state very well at the national level by being good ambassadors of His Excellency and that of Katsina State. We thank you very much and we wish everybody a safe return back to his respective destination. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Akon. Most sincerely for identifying with His Excellency the Governor as a progressive governor, and of course his support and guide, not only to the local government but the entire Katsina State as a whole. Now, before the UNICEF quickly, we're having another good message, this time around from Noah. So I want to quickly invite the Director, Noah Katsina. Ontario again. Please quickly. The custodians of the national anthem. Okay. I wish to announce the drama presentation. Those for this performance should please be on standby.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Katsina State, the Executive Governor of Katsina State, permit me to stand on the existing protocol. NOAA is appealing to all parents in the state to make sure they register their children. This is the message, and this is what we always saying, going around the state telling people. So I hope you will respond to this call. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Director Noah. Now, the last for the good message is the Chief of Field Office, UNICEF Kano, the Chief Field Officer, Rahama Rahud Mohammed Farah, will also give the good message.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Katsina State, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. It is indeed a great honor for UNICEF to join the government and the people of Katsina State in marking this important milestone, the formal launch of the e-birth registration exercise in Katsina State. Today represents not only a continuation of our joint journey towards digitization that began in 2023, but also a new chapter in ensuring that every child in Katsina State is counted, recognized, and given an identity from birth. Over the past year, we have collectively transitioned from planning and pilot phases to more sustainable, community-based, community-driven model of birth registration. Through the leadership of the National Population Commission and with the active collaboration of National Identity Management Commission and the Association of Local Government of Nigeria, the process has been brought closer to the people. It has been brought right to the ward and community level. This transition demonstrates the state's strong commitment in ensuring that every child possesses a legal identity, especially newborn children. UNICEF is proud to have supported this process through the procurement of essential equipment and digital gadgets, a process that has enabled effective and legal real-time registration across all the LGAs. Beyond the tools, our investments have focused on strengthening local capacity, building the skills of ward registrars and community structures, and supporting the creation of awareness so that families understand the lifelong value of having a birth certificate. We commend His Excellency, the Governor of Katsina State, and the government of Katsina State, the leadership of IGOM, and our partners, MBC, NMIC, for their vision and collaboration. Together, we are providing and we are proving that when systems are strengthened and communities are empowered, we can achieve results that are sustainable. We are pleased that a vital opportunity is now being provided to all children in Katsina State to have access to birth registration system, which is sustainable, which is community-based, and which is digitized. This is actually a fulfillment of one of the fundamental rights in the International Convention on the Rights of the Child, which Nigeria had ratified and now is domesticated into law in many states across Nigeria, including Katsina State. On behalf of UNICEF, I reaffirm our continued commitment to this partnership and to every initiative that ensure children's rights are protected, their identities are secured, and their future are made brighter. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Thank you, sir. Just a slight amendment. Before the drama presentation, we'll be taking the presentation of birth registration process and progress in Katsina State. So I want to invite the State Director, Usman Said Waziri, to please come forward for the presentation as brief as possible. As brief as possible.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Katsina State, permit me to stand on the district protocol. So our presentation is to be a technical presentation on the processes and okay, but okay, it's going to be a presentation on the birth registration process and progress in Katsina State. So we'll be looking at the processes, how we're doing the birth and the progress so far in Katsina State. So I will be guided by the following Katsina State birth registration journey to digitization, where we are, that is the new partnership, our target, our structure, community, future direction, sustainability, our collective action. So these are what we'll be looking at. So when we talk about the progress so far, we started, though we have been doing birth registration since before this one, so it was analog, we have been using papers before. So I'll take you down to the journey so far where we have been trying to digitize everything. So when we start from the 2021 statistics, in 2021, we successfully registered 180,901 births using a manual paper-based system. As I stated earlier, initially we were using just manual, we were using paper. So, and in 2022, the progress so far, we registered 79,000, which has been decreased. So the reason why it has been decreased is we're trying to digitize everything. We brought a lot of things. UNICEF supported us with a pilot test of some of the LDS. We selected 4 LDS across the countries. So we were moving transition from the paper-based to the digital. So it's, you know, one way transition, definitely we have to get, it has to be low now. So for the 2023 milestone, we have 307, 21 children, 0 to 59. So it's under 1. And we will start using the Vital Race platform. So since we say we are trying to digitalize everything, we introduce a Vital Race, a platform where we can be using a form to get information of the children, the informant, and some other information, and that is we have started. Then in 2024, the progress so far we registered 659 children, which are under 1, 2. So we partner with NYSC because UNICEF sponsored that registration because there was a birth drive in. So UNICEF sponsored it. We collaborated with the NYSC with the birth registration, vital rec application. We did start this 651 children. In 2025, which is the current status now. So we are totally doing a transition now from the analog totally. So we have changed, we have brought a lot of things now because even the digitization now, we have a technical partner that are doing everything for us. So now because before there was nothing like NIN, we're not generating NIN, but now there's so now, when you're going to do the registration, okay. When you're doing the registration, you have to generate an ININ because there is collaboration with the National Identity Card Management Commission now. So the first thing you need to do for you to register any child now is to generate a NIN for the child because of the integration. So definitely the child will get the NIN. If there is no need for a NIN, because of the collaboration now, is for the registrar to enroll the child for him to get a tracking ID. So even if there is no NIN, instantly they can generate a tracking ID for the child so that they can continue with the registration. Next one. So where we are now, the new partnership. As you can see, there is MPC, there is NIN, and there is local government, which they are under the umbrella of Algon. down there you can see UNICEF, which is providing the technical, material, and financial support. So for the NPC, we know NPC is the National Population Commission is a statutory body. Go back. I'm so sorry for that. National Population Commission is a statutory body that is responsible for birth registration across the country. So Algon to the local government authority has that mandate too. So we're looking at where we can collaborate with the Algon to get that registration for the children. So now, you know, NIMSI has the power to establish and manage national identity number. So for the national identity number, we have to integrate with the NIMSI. So the Algon and the National Population Commission have the mandate to do the registration now. So the NIMSI, because the reason why they are there is just for us to get the NIM from them so that we can integrate and get all the necessary information from the NIMSI. So both of the two, the National Population Commission and local government authority have that mandate to undertake the birth registration. So we have a target. Since we're going to be doing the registration, definitely there must be a target for all of us. So for each and every local government within the Katsina, as you can see, all the LGS from Bakori down to Zongo, these are the LGS. So we have the target, because the target for the collaboration now is under one. So the target for the under one for 2025, we have for each and every LGA, depending on the population of that LGA. You know, the population differs. Each and every LGA has its own population. So for example, like Bakori has 8,714 targets. That is the target, what we are targeted for the year. So number of votes in Bakori, you have 11 votes in Bakori. So number of vote registrars in each and every LGA, in each and every ward we have a registrar. So number of registrars tallies with the number of wards we have in each and every LGA. Then the target per registrar. So each and every registrar in Bakori, for example, is expected to register 729 children. Then the daily target. So we took it down to the daily target so that we can be able to know in the daily basis how many are you going to register as a registrar. So we have 16 on a daily target. Then the structure. This is the structure we have now, the new structure. We have the Algon, we have the MPC registrars, then we have the health facility. For the Algon, the level 1, we have 361 registrars. We have 361 registrars in each and every ward for the Algon. Then for the MPC, as you can see, we have registrars too. So for the level 2, the report, each and every registrar is reporting to the local focal person for the Algon. And we have an ICT support in each and every LG. The focal person will be sending his whatever he has from his own desk to the ICT support and DCR, where they can be able to review and send feedback to the Algon state focal person. Then for the MPC, we have level 2 where we can report the DCR and the ITC support will report to the SODBRD, and the SODBRD will report to the state director. Then for the health facility, we have registrars too in the health facility. The coverage is under 5, and we have 361 PHCs across the state. That means in each and every ward we have a registrar for the health facility. Then the reporting flow for them is PLC facility head will report to the LGA immunization officer, and the LGA immunization officer will report to the state immunization officer. And then this is the structure we have for the establishment of civil registration officers in the ward and LGA level. We have, this is the structure, the processes. We have the body is born, as you can see, baby is born at the community level or facility. Then the health worker declares the birth. Whenever there is a baby that is born, then the health worker will declare that there is a birth. Then the community health worker or TBA notifies the birth. Definitely, he will notify the registrar that there is a birth in facility. Then from there, the officer registers the birth instantly. So after the registration, then the NIMSI generates the NIN for that registration. Then the NPs, the registrar functionary certifies the birth. Okay. So future direction that is working towards sustainability. So the first one is state leadership and ownership.
So the Kaduna State government will drive the institutionalization of birth registration as a core governance function, ensuring dedicated budget lines, policy backing, and integration within the state's development plans under the leadership of His Excellency. Then number 2 is strengthening the digital system, expand digital infrastructure, and equip registrars across all the LGS to guarantee real-time data capture, accuracy, and long-time system efficiency. The third one is community awareness and mobilization. Scale up sensitization campaigns through NOAA, because all the sensitization is through NOAA that we are doing the sensitization. So our collective action for the Kaduna State government, that is number 1, it has to lead with commitment by sustaining UNICEF-supported system, maintaining all digital infrastructure and equipment provided, and funding birth registration as a permanent state function under the leadership of His Excellency. Then the second one is Algon and local government council drive community level ownership, keep monitor and support ward registrars to ensure every birth in every ward is registered. Then for the national population is guarantee seamless registration by maintaining the digital platform, satisfying promptly, and integrating data with NIMC for national coverage. Then for the traditional and religious leaders, traditional and religious leaders use their authority in mosques, churches, and places to make birth registration a community duty and moral responsibility. Then for the parent and communities, act immediately after registration for every newborn, collect and keep the certificate, and inspire others until the child left uncovered. All registrars serve as champions of the system, deliver accurate family registration, and sustain community trust through consistent application. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, the State Director. Now, quickly before the launching as well as speech by His Excellency the Governor, I want just 5 minutes for a drama presentation. And I believe these are experts from Kannywood, so they will be able to send the message within 5 minutes. So, wanda za su gabatar da takaitaccen wasan kwaikwayo, la'akari da lokaci, ina son za ku iya. Minti 5 kun gama. To ga fili ga mai doki.
Ka nuna mun bambanci ni da kishiyata a ce wai sirikin yata ya biya mana kujeran maka mu biyu duka a tsame ta ita kai ni a dawo da ni wani irin abu ne wannan ba san kai ba.
To ai da kin tsaya ne maki bayanin duk abin da ya kamata.
Ba zan ji ba wannan kawai ka dama ka saba min ha'inci ba tun yau kake nuna mun bambanci ni da Talatuwa ba gidan mu zani kawai ko ma ka sake ni kawai yafi mun sauki.
Irin kaunar da nake nuna maki a duniya.
Sai ina ka nuna mun kauna. Rabi ka ji tsoron Allah gudu fa kai ka bar ni da ni da ƴata sai da ta zama wani abu a duniya su mai sannan ka dawo. Kuma yanzu dan kayi arziki kana raba kana lallasa kuma shine ni yanzu za a zo a nuna mun kabilanci ban yadda ba.
To ni yanzu dai ki hakuri in maki bayanin abin da ya faru ba fa
Ni ba na son bayanin naka.
Ni na cire sunanka a tafiya maka.
To waye ya cire? Waye ba ka faɗa ba zan ji ba ko waye ya cire ba na so don haka ni saki na kawai za ka rubuta min takarda ka sake ni.
To wallahi ba zan saki ba.
Ba za ka sake ni ba ko? Ba komai, ai akwai hukuma dai ko? An yi hukuma kuma kudin korafe-korafen jama'a ni zan je in kai kara in ba sai ka sake ni ba.
Allah ka kawo ranar da matan da za ta rika bi da amai da aure in ce ba zai
Ubana ɗan Katsina ne, kakanni na 5 da suka wuce ɗan Katsina ne. Yau sai a ce wai ni ɗana ya ci jarabawa, ya yi na ɗaya, ya yi na biyu. An biya mishi ta gwamnati ta ɗauki nauyin za shi karatu Ingila. Wai a ce wai saboda takardar haihuwa ba za shi ba. Tsakani da Allah wai da wannan shi ba. In dai akwai hukuma garin nan sai na je wajen da gari na ji dalili. Ya za a ce ɗana ya ci jarabawa. An ɗauke shi ya ci kuɗi. Wai a ce takardar haihuwa. Kakana na ɗaya, na biyu, na uku, na hudu, na biyar, wallahi na gari aka haife shi. kuma kai ma shaida ne mai girman gwamna ko ba ka sani ba kuma sai a ce wai ba a sani ba wani in je wajen mai gari in je da abu yake wallahi ba ne
wallahi sai na je na ga mai gari yau ban iya wannan rabshin mutunci ban iyawa a ce a yi zo mai gari mun ya sanya sunayen mu wai a ba kowa tallafi ni ban da ni wai ba a bani tallafi wai ni ne ba ni da daga dai wallahi iskanci ne wallahi tallahi sai na je in ji dalilin da yasa ba za a bani tallafin nan ba an san kuma halin da nake cikin so ake in kai bakin titi in dinga bara to ba zan yi bara ba kuma wallahi sai an bani wannan tallafin ina nan haka kawai
na iya zama sai ka ga yanayin abubuwa yadda amfanin gona ya tauye mu.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Na gajiya.
Da gari ina wuni.
Na gajiya. Lafiya. Na'am.
Shin baka san uba na garin ba?
Ah, na san shi mana.
Baka san kakana na garin ba? To haka kakana na biyar zai nan garin kowa ya san shi. Kuma kai da kanka har kira na kai kace ɗana yayi abin kirki. Yayi na ɗaya, yayi na biyu. Kace yana cikin wannan mai girma gwamna ya biya musu takarda za su tafi turai ba ma kagai ba. To yanzu an dawo da shi wai takarda haihuwa. To shi ne na zo iya abin yake kuma menene dalilin dawo da shi? A ce wai takarda haihuwa wai ita kaɗai ta na shi tafiya. Saboda haka yau ina so in ji mai gari ga ni na zo gare ka.
Shi ne ta. To ba. Lafiya kalau.
Ya gida. To da Allah mai gari zuwa nan in ji ni ko wanda gagarumin laifi ne muka aikata. Wanda har za a ce tallafi an rubuta sunan kowa ya samu su talaluwa sun sai wannan kai hamudi dillali nan dan gidan tukur marayi an ba shi tallafin nan ni da nake da yan marayu ba za a taimake ni ba so ake yin dinka bara ana zuwa ana samun abin da zan ci ba ana tausaya mana mana haba da Allah da annabi wannan wata irin rayuwa ce
sai wannan rigima dai
Allah ne gari yanzu wani Allah yanzu ɗan liti ya zan yi da shi
subhanallah subhanallah alaikum salam wa alaikum a'a to fa
Allah ya taimake ka kara da kawo barka
amin
Allah ya taimake ka so nake yi Rabi ya sake ni
subhanallah
so nake kawai a sa ya rubuta takarda saki uku ya bani ni Allah ya zalunta ta yake yi Allah ya taimake ka wai ni fa ƴata da na sha wuya da ita tun tana karama tun da cikin ke gudu ya ban mu kuma wai yanzu Allah ya azurta ta auri miji mai dukiya mahaifinsa sai ya biya mana kujeran Makka ko kuma sai aka zara sunana aka ce wai ni ba za ni ba to na rasa ne dalili kaga ai san kai ne ni ba na yin wannan
Allah ya taimake ka duk yadda zan yi matan nan ta gane da yake ka san wani lokaci kanta dusa ne a ciki
ka ji ko ka ji irin abin da
takarda haihuwa ce ba ta da ita Allah ya faɗa na yi ƙoƙarin in mata bayani ta gano yanzu fa tsari na gwamnati duk wanda bai da takardar haihuwa akwai damammaki da dama da zai rasa
yanzu saboda Allah ranka ya dade saboda takardar haihuwa kuma sai a so ta zuwa ƙasa mai tsarki zan je fa ziyara ne kabarin manzo sallallahu alaihi wasallam
to wai amma wai cewa take ni ne na fi son talatuwa ita ba na son ta ba na son ta ne miki haka mai mana wallahi mai mana ki
ni da kawai ranka ya dade ban takarda ni fa ba zan koma ba
to da Allah dan saurara wato alhamdulillah din na fahimci wannan matsalolin naku gaba daya akan abu ɗaya ne sannan kuma idan mutum bai samu wannan abin ɗaya ba insha Allah ba zai samu wata goma shi da zai zo daga wajen gwamnati kuma to in Allah ya tafi shuka a idan makwarwa ga wakilin gwamnati ya zo ko kuma ce wakilin takardar haihuwa zai muku bayani cikakke wanda za ku samu
Assalamu alaikum. Na ji duk abubuwan da kuka faɗa kuma duk maganar mu akan hanya take da takun da shi ta mai gari da kuma duk abin da kuke faɗi ba ma kama kai Rabi'u maganar da kake faɗi gaskiya ce a ciki. Hajiya ki yi haƙuri ya ɗan fi ki gaskiya a nan gurin. Wani lokacin mukan yaudare kanmu mu mutane ni tunanin cewa dangantaka za ta yi mana abu ba komai ne dangantaka za ta yi mana.
Na fa gaya mu har ranar da aka haife ni garin da aka haife ni duk na gaya musu.
Mu bi doka mu zauna lafiya ba ruwansa da dangantaka.
na ranar da aka haife ta duk wata ranakun nan wai sai a watan shara 14 da shi waye zai rika watan shara 14 da shi.
To abin da muke so wannan registration na haihuwa ya kamata a ce kowane ɗan ƙasa ya yi shi kuma yi wa ɗan da zai haifa saboda zai taimaka mana ta gurare daban-daban kamar zuwa su saudiyan da kike magana kai yara makaranta har da wani tagomashi da zai zo nan gaba wanda ba a lissafa shi ba idan ba ka da wannan abin ba za ka same shi ba sannan ita kanta ƙasar tamu wannan abin yana taimaka mana mu san adadin mutanen da muke da su a cikin ƙasar shi zai taimaka mana wajen tsarin security zai taimaka mana tsarin abubuwa da za a kawo na asibiti da dai sauransu na ci gaba to amma muna zaune kara zuba ba mu san adadin mu ba ba mu san yawan mu ba to wannan tsarin da aka zo Allah ina so kowa a ci ai lokaci bai kure ba ke ma za ki iya tafiya idan kika je kika yi dama za ta zo miki kai ma dan naka idan ya je yayi dama za ta zo maka
ake zuwa a takarda haihuwa
inda ake zuwa a takarda haihuwa gwamnati ta ba da dama a gidajen hakimanmu daga tanmu da har ma mu masu unguwa kowane gida in ka je za ka samu wannan takarda haihuwa cikin sauƙi.
Nawa ake biya?
Ha ba kosis.
A kyauta ne?
To kin ji ma kyauta ne ya hana ki zuwa maka. Yanzu kin gane ba laifina ba ne? Na gaya miki ba laifina ba ne?
Na fahimta ba.
Dan haka yanzu lokaci ya jiyo ba takarda kika ce in baki ba? Ina da yan uwa yan boko.
Ka ji baban shi mai kai babban nan. Ai na fahimta.
Ina da yan uwa yan boko gulo babban layi zan tafi rubuta min takarda sai.
Ka yi hakuri. Allah ka yi hakuri kar ka sake ni ka sake ni ina za ni. Mai gari ka sa baki a cikin maganar nan na tuba na yi zan yi rijista haihuwar zan yi hadda ƴaƴan duk zan kwace su mu je a yi tun da man kyauta ne ka taimaka mu.
Mai gari ba za ta koma gidana ba.
A'a
ma rabi ai haƙuri maman Sumayya ai haƙuri shi ma ai wani da ke kike cewa bai take aka
ni na haƙura ai na haƙura shi din da ya ka ba ta haƙuri na san halin shi dan Allah ba ta haƙuri ya haƙuri dan Allah ka dawo.
Akwai wani ɗan sako da muka zo da shi muna buƙatar al'umma su saurara.
Sai ya kai dade sai na ji matsayin aure na igiyan aure na lilo take Allah sai ya faɗa da bakin sa ya janye ka taimaka mu.
Zan so a sake ki ni ma kin wahalar da ni a gurin.
Wallahi zan kai ku ƙara gurin mai girma gwamna.
Wakilin haihuwa a'a ba haka za ba. Ba haka za ba. Wannan maganar a hannun mu take. Ai haƙuri a zauna lafiya. Wannan takarda haihuwar a ji a yi.
Je karshe ina kika ce zaki kai ni kara
zan kai ka gurin nan ba ɗaya wallahi mai girma gwamnan jihar Katsina nan in ya sa baki ai dole da ai a gyara auren nan ko to shi ke na alhamdulillah
ba ma sai ya sa baki ba aure ya koma
to shi ke da
sai mai girma gwamna ya ce zo ya ce ba zai zo ba
gaskiya ai gwamna ne mai adalin gwamna ne mai kula da al'ummarsa don haka ba zai so aure ya mutu ba shi yasa muke masa addu'a Allah ya sa ya ƙara maimaitawa insha Allah
to ka karfi
ikon Allah
da karfin tuwo ma zai iya karɓo mu Katsina hakkinta
da ikon Allah
don haka sai yayi ya kuma maimaitawa sai Allah bai kace ka bai mana da wani sako
akwai sako a wajen DJ da zai dan sako mana shi yanzu dan al'umma su amfana
a wajen resistance tallafin karatu resistance tallafin karatu ana buƙatar ta wajen taimakawa wajen shirye-shiryen tafiya da ilimi kowanne ɗa na da haƙƙin a san shi kowanne ɗan ƙasa na da haƙƙin a gane shi rijistar haihuwa na buɗe ƙofofi da dama a rayuwa idan babu ita mabarki kan rushe mu haɗa kai da gwamnatin jihar katsina da unicef da npc da algon domin tabbatar da babu ɗan da ya rage ba a yi masa rijistar haihuwa ba yi rijistar haihuwa yau domin makomar 'ya'yanka a gobe rijistar haihuwa haƙƙi ce ba gata ba ita ce mabuɗin makomar 'ya'ya.
Thank you. ina ga maimunakin sa'a da ɗan Audu na kusa wannan aure da ya sha kashi. Tun da daman ya gudu ya bar Sumayya sai daga baya ya dawo kuma. To mun gode tun da mai girma gwamna bai yadda a raba wannan aure ba, aure na nan daren dam. Thank you for the drama presentation centered on the birth registration. We have seen the climax on the resolution, so we are appealing to all of us to ensure that we register our children, especially the e-registration that His Excellency the Governor is going to launch any moment from now. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, His Excellency, the Executive Governor, is going to perform two major functions here. First, he will deliver his remarks, and then the other function is to perform the registration. Bearing in mind, in a couple of hours, some of the children has been registered. His Excellency, the Governor, will make a symbolic presentation of the e-birth certificate to some of the registered children using the e-birth registration. So at this point in time, it is my honor and uncommon privilege to warmly invite His Excellency, the Executive Governor of the State, Baladu Komora, the VHD CON, for his remarks as well as laws.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وآله وصحبه وسلم. The Chief Judge of Katsina State, Honorable Grand Kadi, members of the State Executive Council, the Director General of the National Population Commission, a team lead of UNICEF, Algon Chairman, National Algon Chairman, representative of His Royal Highness the Emir of Katsina and His Royal Highness the Emir of Daura, Chief of Staff, Special Advisors, local government chairmen, district heads, ulamas, other partners are too numerous to mention. The e-birth registrars, heads of various government agencies, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. Today is a very important day in the history of our state. as we are launching the e-birth registration exercise. I stand before you today for the purpose and with deep commitment to the future of our children, and that I stand before you today to formally launch the statewide e-birth registration exercise in Katsina State. This moment is not merely ceremonial, but it is a very historic moment. It marks a decisive step in our administration unwavering resolve to ensure that no child in Katsina State remains invisible legally, socially, and statistically. Birth registration is far more than a bureaucratic procedure. It is the first legal affirmation of a child's identity, the foundational document that unlocks their right to education, healthcare, and inheritance, social protection, and full participation in civil life. Without it, child exists in a shadow of vulnerable to exploitation, exclusion, deletion from a very system meant to serve them. For too long, millions of children across Nigeria, indeed in our own communities, have grown up without this basic recognition. They are absent from schools' enrollment record, excluded from vaccination drives, and denied access to justice when their rights are violated. This is not only a failure of system, it is a moral deficit we must urgently correct. Under this administration, birth registration is no longer an afterthought. It is a core pillar of child protection and inclusive governance. This is why I have directed all the residents of every ward head across the state and every village head across the state to be designated as permanent birth registration centers. This strategic decision embeds the registration process at every heart of our community, ensuring accessibility, cultural acceptance, and long-term sustainability. This initiative is a product of exemplary collaboration. I commend the Department of Girls' Child Education under the leadership of the Special Advisor for its visionary leadership. The National Population Commission, which is represented here by the DG, for its technical stewardship. Algon for its grassroots formalization. And then lastly, UNICEF for its steadfast partnership and technical support. Together you have laid a ground for a system that is not only functional but transformative. To our traditional and religious leaders, your role is indispensable. You are the moral compass and trusted voices of our communities. I urge you to champion this exercise, take it as your own, to encourage parents and guardians to register every newborn, to dispel any misconception that may hinder the participation of anybody. To the local government chairman, please, those that are here, please take this message. This is your mandate to register birth. Ensure that every ward register is equipped, trained, and supported. Monitor progress of this exercise. Report any challenges you may encounter. Celebrate successes. Let this be a testament to your commitment to the most vulnerable among us. And to every parent and caregiver in Katsina State, register your child. It costs nothing to do that. But a few moments of your time, yet it secures the lives of the right of opportunities for your son and daughter. Because very soon, Katsina State is going to enact a law that whatever we are going to support in terms of healthcare, education, and what have you, you must show your birth certificate. In doing so, you are not just fulfilling a civil duty, you are affirming your child dignity and place in our shared future. Let us be clear. A child who is counted is a child who matters. A child with a name and documented existence is a child who can be protected, educated, and empowered. As we are plugging this exercise today, we are not just issuing certificates. We are building the architecture of inclusion. We are saying with one voice that every life in Katsina State is valued. Every child is seen, and no one will be left behind. This is Katsina State. We are building a state where governance begins at birth and justice begins with identity. May Almighty Allah guide the process, and may Almighty Allah help us. I think one of the basic things that we need to do as government is try to encourage all birth registers in both the local government and the wards, and we are going to introduce a competition for any local government that emerge the best in meeting their target, and for every ward that emerge as the best in reaching their target. So I think I'll go and take this thing up, ensure that we put this thing in place, and the competition will be in every local government. There should be the best ward in every local government, and then we will have the overall winner, the best local government, first, second, and third. Jama'a assalamu alaikum. A wannan abin da muke a yau, muna maimaita tarihi ne, saboda kowa ya sani cewa a rijista ta haihuwa tana gidan sarakuna da magaddai da hakimai. Mu nan wurin dukanmu muna da takardar haihuwa a gidajenmu aka rubuta mu ita. Tawa tana nan wadda aka rubuta mani tun lokacin da aka haife ni. Kuma mafi yawancin mutane a nan suke komawa su gane identity ɗinsu, su gane ranakun da aka haife su a wa'annan rijistocin da ake yi a baya. Wannan aikin dalilin da ya sa aka maida shi a gidajen hakimai da magandai da masu unguni, saboda dama nan aka san aikin. Domin sanin mu ne cewa dai inda aka haihu sai an sanar ma mai gari an haihu, sai an sanar ma limamin gari an haihu. Idan suna da wannan masaniya, shi yasa lokacin da UNICEF suka zo muka yi mitin da su, na ba da shawarar cewa wa'annan computers da za a kai a rika registration din nan a kai su gidajen masu gari da masu unguwanni, domin nan ne kunnuwan da suke jin duk inda aka haihu. Ya zama wajibi ya iyayenmu sarakuna mu ɗauki wannan abin muhimmanci, a saboda rashin wannan takardar haihuwa yana iya kawo ma 'ya'yanmu matsala na samun wasu ababe da za su amfani rayuwarsu. Domin ba da dadewa ba za mu yi doka, ba za a iya sa yaro makaranta ba sai yana da takardar haihuwa, ba za a iya kai shi asibiti ba sai yana da takardar haihuwa, ba zai iya amfana da wani tallafi da gwamnati za ta yi ba a sai idan yana da takardar haihuwa. Wannan shine zai ba mu damar da za mu san mutanen da muke da su, kuma a gwamnatance mu san tsarin da za mu riƙa yi ma al'umma na abubuwan more rayuwa. Kusan yanzu muna zama a kara zube ne. Rashin sanin yawanmu yana kawo matsala wajen yadda gwamnati ke planning na gudanar da activities ɗinsu. Misali, kullum in muka fita ƙasashen waje za su rika ba mu sha'awa, mu ga cewa a komi nasu cikin tsari yake, al'amuransu suna tafiya wasu tsari. Wanda ya je Ingila shekara 30 da ta wuce baya, idan ya je yau ba zai ɓace ba, saboda abin da ya iske shekara 30 har yanzu shi zai gani, a jama'a da yake gani su ake gani. Saboda shekara 100 mai zuwa sun yi tunani sun san mutanen da suke expecting za su karu kuma sun shirya ma wa'annan mutanen ta hanyar gina masu azuzuwa a shekara kaza makaranta kaza tana da ɗalibi 300 muna tunanin a wajen shekara 10 masu zuwa za ta yi ɗalibi 400 to gwamnati za ta shirya ma wa'annan ƙarin ɗaliban guda 100 da za su zo amma yanzu ba mu da wannan tsarin abu muke yi bara da ka muna hauragiya rashin sanin ƙa'idoji da kuma yawan mutanen da muke da su yana cikin abubuwan da ke kawo mana matsala don haka ina kira cewa a ga shugabannin ƙananan hukumomi ku sanya idanu ga wannan aikin ba ku da wani aiki da ya fi wannan aikin muhimmanci a rayuwar al'ummar da kuke shugabanta ku ba shi taimakon da ya kamata ku ba shi kulawar da ya kamata ku ba shi ku ba shi sa idanun da ya kamata ku ba shi domin in kuka yi wannan kun sabke nauyin da Allah ya ɗora muku kuma idan akwai matsaloli ku sanar da mu matsalolin domin mu san matakan da za mu ɗauka a mu gyara wa'annan matsalolin sha'awar mu anan shine ba ma son a bar jihar Katsina a baya ga duka abubuwa da za su kawo mana ci gaba na zamani shi ya sanya a koyaushe idan na ga shirin da zai kawo ma jihar mu ci gaba nike amsar shi cikin gaggawa kuma nike bashi lokaci da damar da ya kamata a bashi iyaye kuma wannan abin zai fi amfana ku da kowa domin idan ka kawo ɗanka kai mai rijista ka taimaka ma kanka don haka kuma ba za ka biya ko kobo ba lokacin nan ma minti 5 zuwa 10 ka gama abin da kake yi don Allah don annabin mutanen jihar Katsina mu fito mu rungumi wannan exercise din domin zai taimaka ma al'umman mu zai taimaka ma jihar mu wajen kawo mana ci gaban da muke bukata daga ƙarshe ina kira ga wa'anda za su yi rijistar nan wa'anda aka ɗauka domin su gudanar da wannan rijista ku ji tsoron Allah ku tsaya ku yi aikin ku da ya dace kuma ku yi shi kamar yadda aka buƙace ku kuma ya zamana cewa a duk lokacin da aka je wuraren aikin ku domin rijista za a same ku shi yasa na ce shugabannin ƙananan hukumomi su sa idanu kuma ku yi amfani da community level committees su sa idanu wajen tabbatar da wannan aikin sannan ku masu rijista yana da kyau in za ku yi wannan aiki sai kun hada da malaman asibiti da ke wa'annan ƙauyuka domin malaman asibitin wata sa'a su za a haihu a asibitinsu da kwai bukatu su sani domin a tura iyayen su yi rijista wurin da ake yin rijista a haihuwan nan idan muka rungumi wannan exercise din zai taimaka mana kwarai da gaske so akwai haƙƙi a kanku na ku tsaya ku yi abin da ya dace kuma akwai haƙƙi ga sarakuna iyayenmu su sa idanu ga waɗanda za su yi registration ɗin nan domin su tabbatar da koyaushe suna zuwa wurin aiki kuma suna gudanar da ayyukansu yadda ya dace muna godiya ga hukumar NPC da suka zo wanda dama ya yi aiki a jihar Katsina shekara 19 da ta wuce ya zagaye ƙananan hukumomi 34 ba inda za mu ɓoye mashi UNICEF muna godiya kwarai da gaske da taimakon da kuke badawa da kuma goyon bayan da kuke ba jihar Katsina sauran manyan baki da aka zo muna godiya muna fatan Allah mai da kuwa gidan shi lafiya assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, Your Excellency. It doesn't cost anything to register your child. Registration is free. At this point in time, His Excellency the Governor is going to perform the launching of the e-birth registration with a sample of some of the registered children. I want to invite the DG, the President Algon, Mona Aika from UNICEF Country Office, representative of His Royal Highness of Katsina and that of Daura, to please come forward. Of course, the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice is already here. So the DG will The DG will hand over the e-register certificate to His Excellency for the presentations. So let's have the certificates ready. First, Mohammed Umar from Children's Home is also being registered. So the essay. Mohammed Umar. So mun gode wanda aka ba certificate ɗin to mai babban suna ne dai Muhammadu Umar yaro ya ji hannu ga ya yi shiru. To akwai Abdullahi Muhammadu. See, the first one is from the children's home. Akwai Abdullahi Muhammadu. To ina Abdullahi? Sai na uku Abubakar Buhari. Ko aje mai yaran nan hoton nan. Sai ya girma ya aure a baki. Sai na Abubakar Buhari. Shi bacci ma yake ina ga. Abubakar Buhari kenan. Guda uku ne. So thank you. I think we are sampling only 3, Your Excellency. So at this point in time, the certificate is not here. So at this point in time, may we all rise for the national anthem? May we all rise for the national anthem? We'll take the national anthem and group photograph concurrently. So attach them in Nigeria. Okay, after the count of 2, 1, 2. Thank you. Thank you very much. With this, we have come to the end of the program. Thank you very much and God bless.